Shout out to the OGs, the ones that got me into this line of work. Cheers. Thanks for ruining my life for the better. So what we're working on today in my driveway, we got a map. It's about 40 inches by 30 inches wide. It's going to be set towards the front of the trail. So this is the main road. It actually continues past that, but it's not pertinent information for what you're doing. So we'll come by it there. So we just want to make it so that if it's your first time, you kind of know what to expect. Then the trail ratings that I verbatim copied off the Urban Wilderness stuff. I even took the color scheme and the trail markers. Like I just went with that, right? So it worked. Don't reinvent the wheel. Just go with what worked. So here's the map. I'll put it on these things. Painted them with oil based so that when I knock them into the ground, they're not going to rust as quickly. It's not a bottle of booze, it's paint thinner. But then I'll paint this the same color black, oil based, because we're dealing with metal. I just recently wiped off all the metal shavings from drilling in all those holes. I used a piece of wood down there to get my pitch, because it was a flat piece of metal. So I screwed in one side, bent it, screwed in the other side, and there I got my roof pitch. And then I'll set that on the top of those guys, and I'll make a little cross member there in this section. But normally, like the drill bits and this is the nail rat that I talked about with the bag. I usually keep it separate, but it does have screws and drill bits in it. And some of that stuff's usually living in my car all the time, like on the floorboard or something. And recently I took everything out, like the tools. And I don't usually leave them in there unless I'm going from the shop to the house. But we stayed the night the other day at a hotel, and somebody saw some things in through the window that they thought was appealing, and they smashed it out. And then they dug through everything, like the whole car was turned inside out. Glove compartment. There was a first aid kit. They dumped that all over the floor. Didn't take anything, not even the ibuprofen. But there, I had forgotten that I left in the back a machete, so that was taken. But the person went to the next car over and smashed that window, and the car alarm went off. I guess they decided they didn't want to be caught with a freaking sword in their hand, so they dropped it. So the police have my machete, and they're going to hold it until they solve the case. And I'm not exactly confident that they're going to solve it anytime soon, so I'm just going to keep going. Also, called every shop in the country. Nobody has this window. So I busted it out the rest of the way, and then I taped it up. And I swear to goodness, if I get a freaking ticket because I have tape as a window, I'm gonna lose my mind. But that's life. Apparently theft like that's really rare here, so I'm just lucky. But luckily, I had literally taken every tool out of my car. I even had the chainsaw back there. So they took the cheapest machete I owned, and I know where it is, so, but I can't get it back. But yeah, that's the project today.